Hi everyone, welcome back to Angry Badger Minis and our first narrative battle report. This battle report will be 6 turns, again narrative, and the scenario is simply this. The Adeptus Mechanicus, while salvaging from a crashed shuttle, found something underneath the ground through their sensors, and in the process of them digging, they unearthed Necrons that were slumbering beneath. This actually caused a huge problem. The exploration team was wiped out, and 2 squads of Space Marines were sent in to ascertain and deal with the threat. For the purposes of our battle report, obviously the only things that are painted are the models themselves, the warfighting models. Everything else is gray, and this will serve to help us delineate for the battle report. Everything that's in gray, it only serves as cover. It provides no other strategic strategic value. In other words, these drop pods are not armed, they do not have storm bolters, and they are not part of the power level, which is what we were playing with. The Necrons are at 17 power level, the Space Marines are at 15 power level, and we are playing with the new stats that the Space Marines have, 2 wounds apiece, aside from the captain, of course. That being said, this is going to be a very basic one. Again, 6 turns, and let's get into it. Rolling for who has the first turn. Necrons first with a 3. Space Marines with a 4. Space Marines get to go first. And again, everything here is cover, if you will, to include any of the wreckage, as well as the craters and the drop pods. The Space Marines have advanced 6 inches. But they have moved 6 inches, but they have not run. The captain, as well as the squad that he is near, has also moved. Into the shooting phase, this Space Marine squad, the first 3 Marines are within their 12 inches to shoot. The other 2 Marines are over 12 inches, so they only get 1 shot apiece. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. And we're rolling to hit. We need 3s to hit. 5 hits, 4s to wound, 3 wounds. The Necrons have a 4+ save, and one of them goes down. Moving on to the next squad. They do have line of sight in between the craters as well as the crane itself. These Space Marines, the first 2 are within 12. This third one is within 12. Everyone but this one Space Marine in the back are within 12. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 shots at this squad of Necron Warriors. It's a good roll. That is a 4, not a 1. 4s to wound. 5 wounds, 4+ save on the Necrons. And they all save, actually. So, our captain is going to fire into that squad as well with 2 shots from his Stormbolter. He hits with 1. Wounds with another for save, and Necrons save it. So not a good round for that squad. It is now the Necrons' turn, because there's nothing else that these guys are planning on doing as far as charging. And in this phase, or in this particular realm, the Necrons will not move against the Space Marines. They will stay in place and shoot. So, that being said, we've got 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They need 3s to hit. They need 4s to wound. One wound on the Space Marines. Space Marines need a 3+ save. And they did not get it. So one Space Marine is down, a single wound. And we'll let it be that guy back there. So moving on to this Necron squad here that's going to fire over here at the Tactical Marine Squad. And we know that all but 2 are within 12 inches of range. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20. 18. 18 shots, not 20. Alright, 3s are better to hit. Okay, good roll on the Necrons. Oop, there's one more. Still a good roll. 4s are better to wound. AP -1. And the Space Marines need a 4 or better save. We've got 5 wounds here. And 1 Marine is going down. Okay. So one thing we failed to do was do reanimation protocols for this Necron right here. So we're going to go ahead and roll that. On a 5+, he gets up. He does not get up, and he is removed from battle. Now, our Necron Lord is going to fire at this squad of Space Marines that's over here. He has a Staff of Light, 12-inch range, Assault 3. So, he may be quite out of range here. Let's see here. He is out of range, so he is not going to be able to fire at this moment. Okay. So now we're back to the Space Marines' turn. The Space Marines are going to move forward 6 inches. We're going to move this other squad over here also 6 inches forward. And we're going to move the captain 6 inches as well. And I rolled a difficult terrain test as I remember it, and he only went 3 inches into the cover. So here we are. We're going into our shooting phase. And one thing I did not do for this squad over here is I did not do a leadership test. But I mean, there was no way they were going to run anyway, so I wasn't worried about it. That being said, this squad right here is well within 12 inches. So we have 5 Space Marines still. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 shots. 3s to hit. That was a 3, not a 4. Sorry, I moved that. Okay. 4s to wound. 3 wounds. Necrons have a 4+ save. One of them goes down. We'll take the guy in the back for now. Okay. Same thing over here with the other squad. 2, 4, 6, 8 shots. Okay, these all hit. 4's the wound. No wounds. Storm Bolter from the captain, 2 shots. 1 hit. And no wounds. Not a good run for the Space Marines. So, we're at the beginning of the Necron's turn here again. So we're going to go ahead and remember now to do Reanimation Protocols. We need that 5+. And we do not get it with a 2. Alright, so we're back in the Necron's turn. The Necrons don't really have any reason to move. But we are going to go ahead and check. Yeah, they don't. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 shots from this squad. Okay, need 3s or better to hit. And these all hit. 4s are better to wound the Space Marines with an AP -1. Alright, Space Marines have to make 5 saves at 4+. So 1 wound is sustained, and this Space Marine is removed as a casualty. Alright. Over here, these Necrons are doing the same thing because we're out of our movement phase and everybody is within 12 inches. So they did not lose anybody over there, so they have a full squad of 10. 2, 20 shots. 3s are better to hit. 4s are better to wound. That's a really good roll for the the Necron. Sorry, Space Marines need 4 better save because of the AP -1 on 8 shots. Not looking good. So they made 3. So 1, 2, 2.5 of a Space Marine are gone. I can find the one. There we go. Actually, we'll just do this here. Okay. And the leader here is going to fire into this squad because we know that he's within 12 inches now. He has 3 shots. And I need to check one thing. Apologies. Yeah, AP -2. Strength 5. So he needs 3s are better to wound. He gets all the wounds. And Space Marines need 5s or better to save. And only 1 is saved. So this guy is gone. All right. Moving on from here. Sorry, we didn't remove that Necron when we failed the Reanimation Protocols. We are now into turn 3. Actually, we need to do morale test, but I mean, the likelihood, yeah, they're not going anywhere. And they're not going anywhere. Okay. So, anyway, we're back in the Space Marines. The Space Marines are going to advance forward or move forward rather, 5 inches. These Marines are going to move forward 3.5 inches. And rolling for Captain, he is going to move 4 inches and hopefully not fall off. Alright, so he's right here. We're just going to set him down. So he's actually 2.5 inches away from the base of the first model. Yes, of this model. Alright, going into our shooting phase. We've got 3 Marines left here, well within 12 inches for 6 shots. And I forgot we've got a guy over here, I believe, with a wound. Alright. Missing. And I want to make it clear, I'm not playing with salamander rules or anything like that. I'm just playing as normal Space Marines. Alright, so we've got 4 hits. Need 4's or better to wound. No wound. 3 wounds here. Necrons need 4's or better to save. They've got 2 down. We'll go ahead and take these guys down. And at this point, we're moving over here to these guys. They've got 4 shots available to them. So, all but 1 hit. 4's or better to wound. All wound. These Necrons need 4's or better to save. They've got one save, so 2 are down. Stormbolter from the Captain. 2 shots. What we got here? He's got a 2, so he's got 1 hit. And no wound. So now we're going to go into our charge phase. These guys are going to declare a charge, obviously, at them. And they should make, yep, I mean, they'll make it. So they're going to move up here. These guys are also going to charge in. I mean, they're right there. Obviously, they're going to make it. We've got this one guy that has 1 wound left. And the Captain, he has 2.5 inches to make it, and then he does. So he's good. So all of them are in charge range. As they pile in, each of these Marines has, except for the Sergeant here, has 1 attack. Or I'm sorry, I take that back. I believe because they have, well, I know the Sergeant has a chainsword, so we're just going to go with that. And I apologize that I don't know all of this off the top of my head. I haven't played a game in years. I'm just kind of rolling with it and seeing what we do off of what I can remember. So the Sergeant has 2 attacks. These guys have 1 attack, and they are going to shoot. So don't beat me up in the comments. Or beat me up, I don't care. Alright, so we've got 1 miss. Need 4's or better to wound. We've got 2 wounds. Necrons need 4's or better to save. And they've got 1 save. So 1 is down. And if I'm not mistaken, you have to take from the base, but I'm not entirely sure about that. So at that point, these Necrons will fight back. And if I'm not mistaken, they're still, so if there's still a coherency deal here, then only 1 guy is going to get to fight back. He does not get it with a 3. Alright, so then they would pile in, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I'm sorry, they would take a morale test. And they have a 1. Okay, so looking over the rules, just to make sure we get this right, we're going to take and look at the casualties here. We're going to roll 1d6 and add a number of models from that unit that have been destroyed this turn, which is 3. We had a 1, so that makes it a 4. Obviously, it's equal to or less than the highest leadership characteristic in the unit. The morale test is passed and nothing happens. An unmodified roll of 1 also always results in a passed morale test. Irrespective of the total result, in any other case, the morale test has failed. One model flees that unit, and you must then take combat attrition tests. Okay, so we rolled. We had a 1 plus the number of models destroyed, which was 3, makes it 4. These guys are not running, actually. So, moving on over here, I'm just going to go ahead and pile them in because they would. Okay. Oh, knocked him over. He's not dead. Alright, moving on over here, we've got these 2 Space Marines here. They're each going to get 1 attack. So rolling the dice here. They need 4s to hit, and they have 1 hit. 4's to wound. We have a wound on a 6. A Necron needs to make a save on a 4 better, and he does not. So he is down. Again, I'm going to say that it was the one that he was actually targeting, because that's my understanding. The Space Marine captain is obviously committed here as well. My understanding too, and again, feel free to correct me in the comment section. They shouldn't be taking a morale test until all of the attacks are done. Otherwise, that would institute possibly the captain not being able to get his attacks, I believe. So, the captain, I believe, has 3 attacks. So, rolling the dice here, and he does have a power weapon. He needs 3s or better to hit, so that's 1 miss. 4s or better to wound. He gets no wounds. Wow. Okay. Now, I'm just basing that off of the basic captain stats that I have in my head. I could be wrong. He could get more, but who knows. Alright, so attacking back these Necrons, the ones that can attack back according to the new rules are those that are within a ½ inch of another model. And unfortunately, this guy is not, these 2 guys right here are not. So we've got 4 here. So they need 4s or better to hit, and they do hit. Oh, and I'm sorry, they are allocating their attacks on the captain, because that would make more sense, right? Alright, so we've got 4 wounds. The captain just needs his normal save, which I believe is a 3+ still. And, ooh, he is down to 1 wound because he failed 2, because I believe he has 3 wounds. Again, this is just a test run. I'm just trying to, roll this, and I apologize. I wasn't actually looking at what was going on here. I'm just trying to, get it down, get the format down, how I'd like to do it, and I'm a one-man show. So, that being said, feel free again to obliterate me in the comment section, and we'll get it rolling. Anyway, so this combat is essentially over. We are going to roll morale tests for these guys here. 2 plus 1, 3, so they pass. Obviously, the Space Marine captain is going to pass. I mean, there's literally no way, even if I count his wounds, that he can fail his morale test. So he's good to go. We're now in the Necron's turn. The first thing we're going to do is Reanimation Protocols. So we've got 3 here. Need those 5s, and none of them got up. Actually, I'm gonna wait 1 second here, because, alright, yeah, I'm gonna wait 1 second here. Alright, so those guys are done. Oops, this guy still only got 1 wound. These guys right here, we need to see if they get up, and we have 1 that gets up, and then because we're so close into everything right now, we're gonna go ahead and activate the resurrection orb that this Necron Lord has. Let's see here. You can make, after you made your reanimation protocol rolls at the beginning of the turn, you can make reanimation protocol rolls for models from a friendly unit within 3 inches once per battle. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do that again for these guys just to see if they get up. And they do not get up. So all of these guys, we only got 1 up, and the rest of them are down. Alright, no big deal. So, it is now the Necron's turn. Obviously, we're going to pile in over here. Everybody's going to pile in as best we can. Make sure we got our wounds set up there. Alright, and now, looking right here, our Lord is going to move in on this Space Marine squad. We are now in turn 4. He's going to move in. He cannot shoot because we're obviously in combat, and then he is going to go ahead and charge in, which he's right there, so it's not that big a deal. Alright, and I'm going to have him go ahead and move around here just so he's not messed up on the terrain. Alright, so the Necron Lord, he gets 3 attacks. His Staff of Light is Strength 4 with a AP -2, Damage 1. So he's going to go ahead and attack first. And his weapon skill is 3+. 1, 2. Okay, so he's got all 3 of these hit. And strength is 4. I'm sorry, strength 5. So he needs 3s to hit these Marines. No, no, and no. Wow, lucky. Lucky on the Marines. Okay, he did not wound them for whatever reason. So that's very lucky. So now the Space Marines are going to attack back, and we have a total of 4 attacks. And they are going to attack the Lord. They're going to turn around and attack the Lord. So we've got 2 hits. Need 5s to wound, I believe. Reroll that one. Nope. They get nothing. They wouldn't have got anything anyway if they attacked the Necron, so that's unfortunate. Alright, the Necron Warriors are going to attack back. Back this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4, 6. So, no, no, no. So they have 3 hits. They need 4s or better to wound. No. So they have 1 wound. Space Marine needs to make the save, and he does with a 5. Okay? So that combat is done. No wounds were made by anybody. Moving over here to this section. These 2 Space Marines are going to attack. Oh, I'm sorry, the Necrons are going to attack because it's their turn. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 14 shots. Or hit, or... So no. 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 That's a no. Alright, so all of these hit. Okay. Then going to wound, they need 4s to wound. No, 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 no. Alright, pretty good roll for the Necrons. They have 5 wounds on the Space Marines. The Space Marines need to save 5 wounds at their regular save, 3+. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these Marines are unfortunately vanquished. Okay. Now, the captain is going to attack. And again, we believe he has 3 attacks. He's got 2 hits. I would say that his normal strength is a 4, so he only has 1 wound. It is a power sword, I believe. That's -1, so they're not going to get a save, and he's going to kill one. Alright, so we'll lay that down. Again, I'm just going off of my head here. Alright, so we are done with the combat phase. We need to do a morale test for these guys, which it's unlikely that they would lose. They didn't. 2, +1 is 3, so they did not. They are not running, and everybody will pile in. And remember, our captain only has 1 wound left, at least in my rudimentary 40K skills here. Okay, so we are now back in the Space Marines' turn. That guy was not dead. I apologize. We're now back in the Space Marines' turn, and we are in turn 5. So these 3 Space Marines are still kicking, and they're going to attempt to kill the Warlord here again. So roll the dice here. We've got 3 hits. They need 5s to wound. You got a toughness 5. They got 2 wounds on him. He has a save of 3+, and he fails one of those, and he has 3 wounds left. Great job, Space Marines. Alright, so the Necron Lord is going to attack back with his 3 attacks, and he needs a 3 or better to wound them, and he has, or I'm sorry, to hit, and he has 3 hits. To wound, he has a strength of 5, so he needs 3s or better. He did not wound. Wow, that's crazy. That's 2 turns in a row. Alright, so Necron Warriors, we have 6 of them. They're going to attempt to attack the Space Marines. This must be the Ninja Squad, at least for now. Alright, they need 4s to hit. 1 does not hit. They need 4s to wound. Whoa, that's a good roll. They have 4 wounds. Space Marines need 3s or better to save. Come on, Space Marines. And nope, the entire squad just got wiped out. 1s, 2s, and 2s. Alright. Outstanding. So that was not good. The captain is all alone. Captain, my captain. Alright. So captain's going to be the first one to attack. Again, we're going to say he's got 3. The only good thing here is he can't be shot. He's got 2 hits. He needs 4s to wound. And he has 1 wound and 1 Necron is down. So that being said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These Necrons are going to fire back. Or I'm sorry, hit back. They need 4s to hit. Alright, they get 3 hits. They need 4s to wound. 1 wound, and the captain gets to make his save, which is 3+, and he makes it. Holy smokes, with a 3. That's crazy. Alright, so that being said, we're going to make a morale test. I mean, they obviously can't lose, so they're good. It is now the Necron's turn, and it is turn 6, and they are going to move. And I've also read in the rules that terrain does not slow movement unless it's, over 1 inches. So we understand that now. These guys are basically going to gang up on the captain, but that's okay. It's a last stand kind of deal, and I'm all right with that. Again, it's all narrative. If you were rooting for the Space Marines, I hope you didn't bet on them. If you were rooting for the Necrons, shame on you. No, I'm kidding. Just some bad dice rolls. The Lord's going to move for as well. And then my understanding is you cannot... Okay, they are not going to advance because I want them to be able to have the charge range. Now, one thing I forgot to do is the animation protocols for this guy. So we're going to roll the dice. He does not get up. So the captain gets a slight reprieve. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Necrons obviously can't shoot in there. Let's just go ahead and pile these guys in because... but of course we want to leave some room so that these guys could get to the captain if need be. And we know the captain only has 1 wound, so I'm going to set that off to the side. The Lord is going to attempt to charge into the captain. So it's his movement, which is 5 inches plus D6. And he can get there if he rolls high enough. He did not. Hold on a second. Let's check that out. Oh, he did. It's right here. He's right at the 6-inch mark. So the Lord makes it in, and the Necron Warriors, same thing. 3 plus their movement is 5, so 8. Yeah, they're gonna make it. All of them would make it. Okay. How they would all get in there, don't know. That's something I've got to do some more research on. But again, if they can fight, if they're within a ½ inch of a model of a model in their unit, then the understanding is they can fight. So that's what we're going with right now. Okay, so man, look at that, boys and girls. It's not good for the captain. He's literally, he's getting down on this fight. All right. So, first things first. The Necron Lord, with his 3 attacks, is going to attack the captain. And his weapon skill is a 3+, so he gets 2 hits in. He needs 3s to wound him. Both of these wound. It's not looking good for the captain. Okay, and then the captain, Staff of Light is -2. Ooh, he needs a 5 or better to save. And he saved 1, but he did not get the other. So the Necrons have won this battle. And I appreciate everybody for checking this out. Again, feel free to put whatever you want in the comments to let me know. This was pretty neat. I just wanted to try to get one done. I won't lie, I was not exactly prepared, but that's okay. I just wanted to see how it might pan out with what we have available to us, and it's going to motivate me, of course, to continue to make more. So again, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.